Epidemic Sound has recently released a bunch of new tools and features, but with change comes some confusion and questions. So today I'm going to walk you through each one of these tools and show you just how powerful they can be. Let's begin with stems. Epidemic has featured stems for all of their music tracks for a long time, but just recently they have leveled up the user experience of this feature with the updated interface. For the uninitiated, a music stem is basically a single instrument or piece of a track that, when combined with all the other ones, creates the single cohesive song. But sometimes you don't want to use a whole song and you'd rather get rid of the beats or the vocals. And with Epidemic stems, you can do this. Over here on the bottom left of your screen, you'll find the stems tool. Here you can mute individual stems, listen to them solo, or adjust playback volume for each one. What I find great about this is that the stems are adjusted in real time while you're playing back the song. So you can quickly go through a bunch of different versions, listening to what you might like to come in at certain times or how loud you'd like each stem to be, without having to worry about committing to a download of the track. Once you've dialed in the perfect sound, just import the stems to your editing software like usual and tweak them with unlimited flexibility. Now let's dive into my personal favorite feature, the versions tool. If I had to pick one thing that saves me the most amount of time in editing, it's Epidemic Sound's Create Versions tool. Here's how it works. Whenever you find a song that you want to use in your edit, go over here to the right of it and select Create Versions. This will open up a whole new interface where the AI will edit your track to match the length that you need for your video. Automatically, 30 seconds is selected, but you can also choose 15, 45, 60 seconds, or any custom range up to 5 minutes. And if even 5 minutes isn't long enough for you, maybe you're doing something super long form, you can make the tracks loopable. Let's say I want to use this song in a 1-minute segment on my editing timeline. The versions tool has given me a number of different options to choose from here, and if you listen over the cut points, you'll hear that it is perfectly matched up. But what if I don't want to use the middle of the song, or I want to emphasize the beginning of the track? All you have to do is highlight a section of the waveform, then choose to either prefer or avoid that part of the song. And you'll see now that it's taken my preference into account and given me new options that match what I've asked for. From here, I'll just download my favorite one and match it up with my edit. What I've shown you is how this tool works in Epidemic's website, but this is also available in their plugins, so you can just grab and drag and drop your edited track directly onto your timeline. But what if you're not exactly sure how to find the type of song that you want in the first place? Well, that's where Epidemic's new search bar comes in. You're probably familiar with Epidemic Sound's AI-powered search bar that can find any song simply based on a description of the track or your use case for the music. But did you know that you can also use this to search by reference track? Maybe you want a song that sounds just like your favorite artist. Well, all you have to do is type in the name of a known song or artist into Epidemic's search bar. The site will instantly search through all of Epidemic's massive library and find tracks that match the style, tone, and instrumentation of your requested song. Your mind might immediately go to finding a track that sounds just like the Beatles, but this tool is also super helpful for finding cinematic scores that sound just like your favorite movies. This is just one more way that Epidemic Sound is trying to save you time while editing, and it works across their website, plugins, and mobile app. Finally, let's go beyond music and check out their new Voices tool. Epidemic Sound has created something really cool with their Voices feature. Here you can enter any text that you like and have a high-quality voiceover of the script generated in just a few seconds. But what's special about Epidemic is they're not just using AI. They've collaborated with real, talented voice actors.
Each voice you have to choose from is an actual person.
That really is Sean. Whenever you use Sean's voice, Sean gets paid, which is awesome. Once you've picked the voice artist that you want to use, just enter your text in this space over here. To create a voiceover in another language, simply type your script in that language. Then set the speech speed, hit create voiceover, and you're done. But what if you want even more control over the creative style of your voiceover? With Epidemic's new speech-to-speech feature, you can now record your own performance of your script, and Epidemic will use it to create the tone, pacing, and feel of the professional voiceover.
This gives you much more control over this tool, so you can dial in the performance exactly as you envision it.
Not only do you have this whole selection of pros to choose from, but you can also model your own voice and upload it to the site. Just input your name, the language you'll be speaking in, and a couple of minutes of sample audio to build the voice model off of. Don't worry though, not just anyone can upload your voice. You'll have to record a matching verification track from your mic before Epidemic accepts the new voice model. And needless to say, only you have access to your voice model. Nobody else gets to use it or hear it or see it. Hopefully this tool opens up some new doors of creativity for you. Let me know what you think about it and if there's any other tools or features that you would like to see added here. So there you have it. These are the biggest developments from Epidemic Sound so far this year. I hope that you find them just as powerful and helpful as I do, and I can't wait to hear how much time they save you and see all of the amazing projects that you create with them.